Hello, dear DSC candidates. Welcome back to my Grammar for Success channel. I am Koresh Babu, a retired lecturer in English from Hyderabad. In today's video, I am going to teach you about the metrical patterns. This literary aspect is very important, and you know very well, understanding the metrical patterns used in poetry is very crucial for appreciating its rhythmic and musical qualities. Therefore, I request all of you to watch this video till the end very carefully without skipping it in the middle. I also request all of you to consider subscribing to my channel and sharing this video with all those friends of yours that are going to take the DSC examination. Thank you so much, and now let's get into the video. Metrical patterns, and this is a very important literary aspect. One or two questions may be given in your DSC examination from this topic. Okay, and now let us pay a very good attention to this topic. Okay, right. And here, first of all, let us learn about the basic concepts of the metrical patterns. What are the basic patterns? Foot is there. Foot means it's a poetic foot. Padya Padamu in Telugu. If you know the prosody in Telugu, you can easily understand this topic very easily. Okay, no difficulty at all. Okay, here foot means poetic foot. Okay, Padya Padam in Telugu. And here you pay attention, the basic unit of measurement in a line of poetry. So in poetry you find only lines, not the sentences. Only in prose you find the sentences, right? So therefore you must always say lines taken from the poem. Lines, you must call only the lines of the poem. So here in the poem there will be lines, and in a line of poetry what happens? There is a basic unit. The basic unit measurement is called foot. Okay, the basic unit of measurement in a poetic line is called a foot. Okay, and here a foot usually consists of one stressed and one or more unstressed syllables. And let me give you some idea about the stressed and unstressed syllables at the beginning only. You know very well stressed. Okay, please pay attention. Stressed, you can also call it long. Okay, stressed or long syllable by any one of these names. You can call it a stressed syllable or a long syllable, whatever you can call. So this is indicated by the sign like this. It is indicated by this sign. Okay, and unstressed is there. Unstressed, you can also call it a short syllable. Unstressed syllable or a short syllable. By any one of these two names you can call it. And here this unstressed syllable is marked in this way. It is marked with this sign. The sign for the stressed syllable is this one. The sign for the unstressed syllable is this one. So in Telugu also you can say Guru Laghulu. So in the same way, in English poetry also you can find such things. So here generally a foot consists of what? One stressed or one or more unstressed syllables. That is the combination. So in other words, you can say a combination of a stressed and an unstressed syllable. That combination, a stressed plus an unstressed syllable, when they together come, that makes a poetic foot. Okay, please keep this point in your mind. And now let's move on to learn the next important basic concept. Second one is meter. This is yet another basic concept of metrical patterns. Okay, so this meter is there. What is the meter? The pattern of feet in a line of poetry is called a meter. So whatever the pattern used in that poetic line is called a meter. We have several meters. So you know very well, and they are the most common meters are given here. Iambic meter, Trochaic meter, Anapestic meter, Dactylic meter, Spondaic meter, and Pyrrhic meter. Pyrrhic meter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 meters are there. Okay, in Telugu also we know Najabaja Jajara Champakamala. So in that one foot is there Naganamu, Jaganamu, Bhaganamu, something like that. Okay, Barana Babarava, something like that. Matteba, some poem is there. So Maganamu, Jaganamu, so whatever it is, Here, in the same way, in English poetry also, you can find these 6 metrical patterns. Okay, the 6 kinds of meters, okay, that are used in a poetic line. Okay, here how we are going to identify them, how they are going to be used, we are going to see in the coming slides. Okay, and a line lengths, this is yet another basic concept which you have to understand here. Lines are described by the number of feet they contain. So line lengths means, in some poetic length there will be 2 feet. In some other line there will be 3 feet. In some other line 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet. So that length, that's called line length. So different poets make use of different line lengths. Some poets use only 2 feet lines. Some poets use 3 feet line, 4 feet line, 5 feet line. So in this way, they make use of the line lengths, right? And here the line lengths are given. Monometer, only 1 foot. If there is only 1 foot in that line of the poem, in that poetic line, that's called monometer. If there are 2 feet, that is called diameter. If there are 3 feet, that is called trimeter. Okay, and here if there are 4 feet, you can call it a tetrameter. If there are 5 feet, that is called pentameter. 5 feet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 feet. 1 foot is what? Is a combination of stressed and unstressed, or unstressed or stressed, whatever it is. That is 1 foot. Unstressed, stressed, or stressed, unstressed, whatever may be the combination. So that is called 1 foot. Such feet in these meters, there will be, in some meter 4 feet will be there, in some meter 5 feet, in some meter 2 feet or 3 feet, something like that. And here you pay attention, hexameter is there, 6 feet are there in that meter, and heptameter 7 feet are there. And the last one here is octometer, that is 8 feet. In that poetic line, that in the octometer there will be 8 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, naja, baja, jajara, something like that. And now we move to learn other important things. Okay, common metrical feet. Now, so far you have learnt about the basic concepts of English poetry. Okay, and here now common metrical feet. About common metrical feet, now I am going to talk to you. And first of all, let us see that iambic foot. Iambic foot or iamb, you can say. What is that? It is made up of these 2 things: unstressed, stressed. See the sign used for unstressed. See the sign used for stressed. Unstressed, stressed. So if you cannot understand this, I use da for this unstressed one, and dhum for this stressed one. So here you can easily keep this iambic foot in your mind. What is that? It sounds, this foot gives the sound of what? Foot gives the sound of dadhum. This foot gives the sound of dadhum. Dadhum. Da, unstressed. Dhum, stressed. So this foot gives this kind of sound. So if you can learn it like this, you can easily understand. Da is ordinary, unstressed. Dhum is stressed, like that. So this is da dhum meter, right? And here some words I'll give you: remark, belong, above, delight. So these capital letter syllables are being stressed. This is a stressed syllable, this is an unstressed syllable. Dadhum, 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 dadhum. So it's like that. The foot will give this kind of sound. Okay, right. And here you go to learn about the next metrical foot. What is that? Trochaic or trochaic foot. Trochaic or trochaic. You can call it by any one of these 2 names. Trochaic or trochaic foot. Anything else. What is this? Stressed and unstressed. Stressed means this one. Unstressed means this one. Then how do you call it in our musical language? Dhum. da, dhum da. This foot gives this kind of sound. This gives dhum da. This is da dhum. This is dhum da. Sorry. Okay. And here, tiger, happy, flower. Okay, sorry, this is again given wrongly. So, tiger, happy, flower. So, here, these are all stressed syllables. So, dhum da, something like that. So, this is all about trochaic or trochaic foot. If you watch it again and again, you can easily keep all these metrical feet in your mind. Okay, right. Now, let's move on to learn the remaining metrical feet. Anapest or anapestic. Anapest or anapestic foot. Okay. Here in this, in this foot you find 3 syllables. Unstressed, stressed. That means, in other words, we can say like this: da, dhum. Unstressed is marked by this sign. Always. Stressed is marked by this sign. Okay. So here unstressed is always called da. This is stressed is dhum. So this is what we are using right from the beginning. So here this anapestic foot will sound like da dhum. When you read the poetry, it gives that kind of sound only, da dhum, something like that. And here intervene, da dhum. Remember, da dhum. 2 examples are given here. It's like that. You go to the 4th one, dactyl or dactylic foot. Dactyl or dactylic foot. Anapest or anapestic foot, whatever you can say. And here, this is the reverse of this anapestic foot. So, stressed will be there and unstressed and another unstressed. So, here, how can we say it in the musical language? Dhum, da and da. This is da dhum. This is dhum da. Dhum da. It is like that. So very simple, very easy. It sounds like dhum da. Same thing is given. And a few examples are given. Tippy, tip-equal, dhum da. Beautiful, wonderful, elegant. So here you cannot simply say beautiful. You don't say beautiful, she is very beautiful. Don't say beautiful. You must give proper accent, proper stress on that word. You must say she is beautiful. Long syllable. Long syllable or stressed syllable is called, what is that? Dhum. You can say wonderful. Oh, what a wonderful. You have to stress it. Wonderful. Beautiful. Typical. So here these capitalized syllables are stressed syllables. They give the sound of dhum, dhum da, dhum da, dhum da. So it is something like that. You can easily keep these things in your mind. That's why now I am using the musical language so that you can easily retain in your mind. Right. Now let's go to learn the remaining 2 metrical feet. Spondy or spondaic foot. Spondy or you can also say spondaic foot. Now 2 stressed syllables are there in that foot. That is called spondaic foot or spondy. Right. It sounds like dhum. Stressed is always indicated. We are indicating this with this musical sound, dhum. And let me give you 1 or 2 examples. Dead set, heat break, dead beat, sunshine. Both are stressed. Okay. And one note is here. These are rarely used as the dominant meter. This spondaic foot is rarely used as a dominant meter means dominating meter or the main meter, the important meter, something like that. But often it is found in combination with the other meters for emphasis. Generally, this spondaic foot is used along with other feet. Generally not all alone, but along with other feet. That is the specialty of this spondaic feet or spondy, right? And here, Pyrrhic, H is silent, Pyrrhic foot. Pyrrhic foot means 2 unstressed syllables. Then what do you say in musical language? Da, 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 da. So how? I'll give you one example. It sounds like dada. Okay. Here, this is also a very rare foot. This Pyrrhic foot is a very rare foot and is often combined with other feet. Remember, these two feet are not used all alone generally, but they are used along with other feet. They are used in combination with other feet. That is what it is said here, and it is used to vary the rhythm in a line. To change the rhythm in a line, this is generally used. So in this way, these are the metrical feet, and now we are going to learn about the metrical patterns. That is very, very important. Okay, metrical patterns with examples. You have learned so far two important things: basic concepts of English poetry and metrical feet. Okay, iambic foot, anapestic foot, dactylic foot, something like that. All about feet you have learned. Now you are going to learn about metrical patterns with examples. Metrical patterns. Okay, what are the metrical patterns here? See, iambic pentameter. Iambic, already you know very well. Yes, dadhum. That is the iambic foot. So iambic pentameter means 5 feet will be there. Okay, 5 iambs per line. In that line, there will be, it's the poetic line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 iambs will be there. 1 iamb is equal to, what is that? Dadhum. Dadhum, that is there. So here, the same thing is written here. It sounds like dadhum, 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 dadhum. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 iambs will be there. How? Let me give you one example. Shakespeare's sonnet 18 is there. In that, let us shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. These are the two lines written in the iambic pentameter. 5 feet will be there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dadhum, 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 something like that. This is iambic pentameter. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? So here, what is that now? So this is 1 foot, this is 1 foot, this is 1 foot, this is 1 foot, this is 1. So here, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? See, these capitalized syllables are being stressed or being dragged alive. So they are, you can call them stressed or long syllables. Okay. So shall I compare, stressing, thee to a summer's day, something like that. So similarly, thou art more lovely and more temperate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. More temperate. So here, thou art more lovely and more temperate. The division is like this. In Telugu also, when I was studying 10th class, we used to be given a Telugu poem. We are asked to divide into that's called Gana Vibhajana. Gurula Guru, and identify that poetic line. Naja Baja Jajara, Champakamala, Barana Bhabarava, Utpalamala, Masajasa Tasaga, Masajasa Tataga, 10th class. Long ago, 50 years ago, I studied this 10th class. So how can I remember all of them now? Even then, if I can just try, I can remember all of them. Okay, no problem. So thou art more lovely and more temperate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here, the second line is also given here. What is that? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 feet are there. 5 means pentameter. 5 iambic feet means that is iambic pentameter metrical pattern. Okay, this is the first metrical pattern, and A is there. And now we are going to learn about the next metrical pattern. Third one, William Wordsworth's line composed a few miles about Tintern Bay. From this poem, one or two lines are taken. Now let us divide that line into iambic pentameter. Right. 5 years have passed, 5 summers with the length. This is the poetical length of this poem, and in this poem you find 5 iambic feet. Okay, let us know. 5 years have passed, 5 summers with the length. So this is how you have to know. 5 years, you are stressing this, have passed, 5 summers with the length. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is iambic pentameter. So one more example is given here. This example is taken from John Milton's Paradise Lost. So here, pay attention, of man's first disobedience and the fruit. So this is the very first line of that Paradise Lost and a beautiful poem. So let us divide this line into iambic pentameter. How? Let us see that. Of man's first disobedience and the fruit. Man's stress, first stress, BD stress, ends and the fruit, something like that. So iambic pentameter is there. Now let's move on to learn the next metrical pattern. Iambic tetrameter, 4 iambs per line. So in this poetic line, you can find tetrameter means 4 feet. Okay, 4 iambic feet will be there. Okay, and in that pentameter, 5 iambic feet will be there. So here tetra means 4 iambic feet will be there in that line. Robert Frost stopping by woods on a snow evening. From this one, a line is taken to make you understand this meter. Whose woods these are, I think I know. And here you pay attention. S 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 iambs are there. Dadhum, dadhum, dadhum. Right. Whose woods? Okay. Whose woods these are, I think I know. So here I is always it is capitalized. So therefore this is all important. I think I know. Whose woods these are, I think I know. So here all these capitalized syllables are called stressed syllables. Okay, and here and there are 4 feet in this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 feet are there. And one more example is given that is taken from Andrew Marvell's. It's a metaphysical poet, Andrew Marvell's, to his coy mistress. Okay, one example is given. What is that? Had we but world enough and time. So this is the poetic line. And now let us divide this into 4. What is that? Iambic tetrameter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tetra iambic feet. Okay, and here you say that had we but world enough and time. Enough, you see, had we but world enough and time. So this is how we have to divide this, because you should know how to pronounce the words, then automatically you'll be able to divide the sentence into a metrical pattern. Right. And now let's move on to learn one more example. I think I have given you Emily Dickinson's Because I Could Not Stop for Death. From this poem, one line is taken to understand the iambic tetrameter. Let us divide this line into iambic tetrameter. How? Let us see that. And here iambic tetrameter, dadhum, 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 dadhum. So 4 feet are there in that. And here see, because I could not stop for death. So here these are all there. These are capitalized syllables are all stressed. Non-capitalized syllables are unstressed. Therefore, you have to read the line in this way. Because I could not stop for death. So in that way, you have to give stress and read that poem. Then what happens? You say dadhum, 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 dadhum. That kind of melody, that kind of sound, this line would give you. Okay. Now we go to learn about the next metrical pattern. Iambic trimeter. Trimeter means 3 feet. That's all. 3 iambs per line. Okay, very simple. You can easily understand. William Blake's The Lamb. From this poem, one line is taken for a division of this iambic trimeter. Little lamb who made thee. This is the line, and there must be 3 feet. Dadhum, dadhum, dadhum. There must be 3 feet. Now let us this change. Little lamb who made thee. 1, 2, 3. 3 feet are there in that. This is called iambic trimeter. And here one more example is given from Henry Wordsworth Longfellow's. Henry Wordsworth Longfellow. That's why we call him shortly and sweetly H.W. Longfellow. Okay, yes, Longfellow. The Children's Hour, that poem is there. From that poem, one poetic line is taken for division of this iambic trimeter. So between the dark and daylight. So this is one line, and here see B. C trifeet will be there. Between the dark and daylight, of course, and daylight. This all daylight. Daylight is one taken as one. So here between the dark and daylight. Daylight is one word. So this has to be capitalized, but it is not capitalized, whatever it is. So there are 3 feet in this line. These 3 feet iambic feet line is called iambic trimeter line, right? And now you go to learn about the other things. Iambic diameter is there. Di means 2 iambs per line. It sounds like dadum. Okay, and here 2 iambs will be there. Iamb itself means dadum. You know that very well. 2 means 2 will be there. Alfred Lord Tennyson's Eagle, that poem is there. From that one line is given. He clasps the crag with crooked hands. This is the line. And here you pay attention as 2 feet are there in this. 2 feet. 1, 2. Okay. And how to do that? He clasps the crag. Okay. Here you see with the crooked hands. See, division is, he clasps the crag with crooked hands. See, he clasps the crag with crooked hands. So this is the stressed, unstressed. You know that very well. This is how we have to divide the poem. And A. Houseman's Loveliest of Trees, that poem is there. From that poem, one example is taken. Now of my 80 years and 10. That is the poetic line of that poem. And these things is it. Diameter is there. How? Let us see that. Now of my 3 and next score years and 10. So this is 1 meter. This is the next line meter, but the 2 lines are given like that. So 2 line. Okay. So this is made into 1 line, but here 2 feet. Okay, that's sorry. Dadum, like that. Yes. And now you go to learn other things. Iambic monometer. Mono means 1. Mono means 1 always. 1 iamb per line. For 1 line, one iamb will be there. So that is called 1 iamb means dadum. Unstressed, stressed. That will dadum. It is given like that. And here you pay Robert Herrick's Upon His Departure Hence. So that poem is there. From that poem, 1 line is given. Does I dadum. Okay, here 1 iamb is there in this. So the same one. Okay, does I. Okay, right. And one more example is given. Robert Greeley's The Mirror. This poem is there. From that one example is given. I fear. Okay. This is only one foot. Okay, we use 1 foot here. This is monometer, and you find that monometer. I fear. So fear. This is the stressed one. This is the stressed one. Of course, here I is always written with a capital letter, but here I is stressed. Thus I fear, because it's a monometer. In this monometer line, only 1 foot will be there. Right. And now we are going to learn about the other metrical patterns. So far you have learnt all the metrical patterns beginning with iambic pentameter, iambic tetrameter, iambic trimeter, iambic diameter, iambic monometer. These 5 meters you have learnt with iambic. But now other meters are the anapestic, the dactylic, spondaic. So all these things are there. Now let's go to learn about all of them. Number 2, trochaic meter. So in this, see this dumda, stressed and unstressed. Stressed is always marked with this sign, and unstressed is marked with that sign. Dumda, something like that. So it sounds like dumda. You can easily understand. Dum means stressed, da means unstressed. Right. And here you pay attention. Tiger. Words are tiger. See, dumda, tiger. You don't say tiger. Tiger. In Telugu also, in Padatatyaka, Balasubramani used to find faults with the singers. if they don't stress a certain word, he used to pinpoint that. He used to point it out. So when you sing the song Ghana, Ghana, so when you say Ghana, Ghana means that a voice must come from your navel. That what he used to tell us. So that means, you cannot say Gana, Gana Sundara. Can you say Gana, Gana? No. Ghana, Ghana. How is this? How is that? So here you have to give the stress to the stressed syllables. So here tiger, you cannot say tiger, tiger. Okay, and here that is one example given here. And here trochaic tetrameter is there. Only tetrameter. Tetrameter means 4 trochees per line. Yes, dhumda, 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 4. Okay, and here you pay attention. One line is tiger, tiger, burning bright. This is taken from William Blake's poem, Tiger, tiger, burning bright. And one more example I would like to give you here. By the shores of Giche, Gammi, by the shores of Giche, Gammi. So here H.W. Longfellow's The Song of Hyvatha. So that is there, and from that poem this line is taken. So in this line you can find a trochaic tetrameter, 4 feet. Okay, dhumda, dhumda, dhumda. Now let's move on to learn other things. Anapest or anapestic meter. By any one of these two names you can call it. Anapestic meter. What is that? Two unstressed, stressed. Unstressed, stressed. Da da dhum, that is there. So it sounds like da da dhum, da da dhum, da da dhum, something like that. And here is in this intervene, da da dhum. Okay, one example I would like to give you. What is that? Remember. So here, da dhum. So this is there, right? And one more example here, anapestic tetrameter, 4 anapasts per line will be there. What is that here? Da dhum, da dhum, da dhum, da dhum, something like that. Yes, it was the night before Christ Mass. So it was the night before Christ Mass when all through the house. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. See, it was. What is that? So it was. Of course, the beginning letter, that's why it is capitalized. It is not stressed. Okay, it was the capitalized. Night before Christ, Mass when all through the house. So these capitalized syllables are stressed, and this one is taken from Clement Clark Moore's It Was the Night Before. So that is there. And now let's move on to learn other things. Anapestic trimeter. With anapest tetrameter is there. Anapestic trimeter is also there. Trimeter means 3 anapasts per line will be there. So here it sounds like da da dhum, da da dhum, da da dhum, something like that. And here this is the pattern, da da dhum, da da pattern. And here you pay attention, and the sheen of their spears was like stars on the sea. This comes under the second line, but it is given here. So here only 3 feet will be there. And the sheen of their spears was like da da dhum, da da dhum, da da dhum. So here these are all stressed. Of course, this comes in the second line, but here it is given. Lord Byron's The Destruction of Sennacherib. Okay, that is the poem. From that, this line is taken. And here one more line is given. This line is taken from Edgar Allan Poe's The Bells. Okay, and the sound of a voice that is still. So these are the 3 things correctly given. Trimeter and the sound of a voice that is still. So these are the capitalized syllables are stressed syllables. Non-capitalized syllables are unstressed syllables. So okay, and now let's move on to learn other things. Dactyl or dactylic meter. Dactyl, you can directly call it dactyl or dactylic meter. Yes, what is that? Stressed, unstressed, unstressed. That means those are the symbols used for this meter. See, Dhum dada, that is there. And here you pay attention, it sounds like dhum dada. And here typical. Already I have given you these examples earlier in one of the slides. I have given it typical. So wonderful. So here wonderful. Typical, dum dada, something like that. Beautiful something. And that dactylic hexameter is there. Hexa means 6. A dactyl, 6 dactyls per line, often used in classical epic poetry. This dactylic hexameter is generally used in the epic poems like Homer's Iliad. This kind of meter is made use of. Okay, and here see, dum dada. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dactyls are there. So this is called dactyl. And this is the forest primeval, the murmuring pines and the hemlocks. Locks is locks. So here these 2 syllables, this should have been cut into 2 syllables. So here this is the forest primeval, the murmuring pines and the hemlocks. So here these 2 sounds, these 2 unstressed syllables are combined here. I have not divided them. Hem, this is a stressed one. Hemlocks. So here this line is taken from H.W. Longfellow's Evangeline. Okay, let's go to learn other examples. Dactylic tetrameter is there. Tetra means 4. 4 dactyls per line will be used. Da, dum, dada, dum, dada, dum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So here can, non to, right of them, can, on to, left of them. So can, non to, right of them, can, non to, left of them. So this is the poetic line taken from Alfred Lord Tennyson's The Charge of the Light Brigade. Right. So you can even say dum dada, dum dada, dum dada, dum dada. So this is the correct line. So this is called dactylic tetrameter. Dactyl. A dactyl will be like this. Always a dactyl is dum dada. That is a dactyl. So if these dactyls are used, 6 in a sentence, this is a dactylic hexameter. If these dactyls are used 4, that is called dactylic tetrameter. Something like that. Now let's move on to learn other things. Spondee. You can also sweetly call Spondaic meter. Spondee or Spondaic meter. And how is that Spondaic meter written? What will be there in the Spondaic meter? 2 stressed syllables. 2 stressed. Dhum, sorry. Dhum, dhum. Dhum, dhum. That is the sound it makes when you read that poetic line. Okay, here you pay attention. It sounds like dhum dhum. Already I have told you there. And here, what is that? Dead set. Sunshine. Sunshine. 2 syllables are being stressed. 2 syllables are being stressed. This is called spondee or Spondaic meter. You say what? This is the division of the syllables. Spondees. Sun, stress. When there is a stress, you must make use of this sign. When there is a sunshine, 2 syllables are being stressed. Therefore, you are using this stressed syllable. Stressed syllable sign you are using there. Right. And here this is a rarely used and the dominant meter. I have already told about that, but often found in combination with other meters for emphasis. So this is generally used in combination with other meters. Generally this is not used all alone. Let us see the meters. Spondaic diameter. Diameter means 2 spondees per line will be there. And how does it sound? Dhum dhum, dhum dhum. This kind of sound. Okay. And here you pay attention. Dhum dhum dhum. These are the feet. Break, 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 break. Lord Tennyson's one poem is there. In that poem, the poem begins with break, 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 break. So 1, dhum, 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 dhum. So the poem itself begins with that kind of sound. This is called Spondaic diameter. And one more example I would like to give you to make you understand this Spondaic meter. Spondaic hexameter. Hexameter means 6 feet are called hexameter. 6 spondees per line will be there. Dhum dhum, dhum dhum, dhum dhum, dhum dhum, dhum dhum. So all stressed syllables you can find in that line. 6 spondees are there in that. And if you look at this poetic line, this is the what is that meter? Okay, dhum dhum, dhum dhum, dhum dhum, dhum dhum, like that. It's meter. And here's heartbeat, heartbreak, love lost, dark night, lone walk, deep thoughts, cold winds. So this is a kind of, it's a poetic line. I don't know exactly which poet has written this poetic line, but here heartbreak, love lost, dark night, lone walk, deep thoughts, cold winds. Both of these syllables are stressed. That's why when you read this line, you get the music of dhum dhum, dhum dhum, dhum dhum, dhum dhum, dhum dhum, dhum dhum. In that way, it gives that kind of sweet music. Okay, and now let's move on to learn the last one, that is Pyrrhic foot. Pyrrhic meter is there. Pyrrhic meter. So 2 unstressed syllables will be there, right? Okay, and here it sounds like da da, right? You know that very well. It is a very rare foot. Okay, remember, this is a rare foot. It is often combined with the other feet. That point is there. And next one is there. It is used to vary the rhythm in a line. Already I have told you about these 2 points. And here one more important point is there. They often appear as a part of larger metrical pattern rather than standalone feet. So it won't stand as a separate foot. It will be a part and parcel of a big metrical pattern. It will be a part and parcel of that big metrical pattern. But it doesn't stand all alone. That's why it's not a standalone feat. Standalone means it doesn't stand all alone in a poetic line. So here you can find it. I'll show you that from Shakespeare's Macbeth is there. And here you see that, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. So here the N2 is there. So this N2 in the middle of the line could be considered Pyrrhic foot. This is the Pyrrhic foot. Da da. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. So here N2, this is called, it occurs just generally in the larger as a part of a larger metrical pattern. It is combined with other feet. So in this, you can find the different meter, but here these 2 unstressed syllables are used. These unstressed syllables are nothing but Pyrrhic meter. Okay, and let us take last 2 examples for this. So second one, from Alfred Lord Tennyson's In Memoriam. From that poem, one line is given: when the blood creeps and the nerves prick, and when the blood creeps and the nerves fix. So this is what Pyrrhic foot. Okay, Pyrrhic meter. And the can be seen as a Pyrrhic foot. Okay, and one more example, the last example here is given from Samuel Taylor Coleridge's The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. And here it is given, in the quiet of the sky. Is here of the is what a Pyrrhic foot. Okay, here of the may function as a Pyrrhic foot. Okay, with this video comes to an end. Thank you so much for watching. Dear DSC candidates, thank you so much for watching this very important video. And if you find it any more difficult in understanding this, please mention it in your comment section. And with another beautiful video, I shall be back to you. Until then, bye. See you, all of you. Bye.